I never wanted to become a photographer. It was never a career planning. My mother, she was always taking pictures of the family, and she stuck them in photo albums, and she combined the pictures with postcards. And so I was always looking at my own history because of the pictures of my mother. And one day she gave me a very old camera, and she said, "Okay, now you go take pictures yourself." It was very difficult for me. It was also about getting over a kind of shyness and being curious, like my mother. I started the studio after I had a heavy car accident, because then before that I did everything on location. And the people who come to my studio, they walk into my life. They see who I am. You know, they see the pictures on the wall and my wife cooking in the kitchen, and they smell the food, and it's a very cozy studio. I don't really know why, but it's one of the only portrait studios now around. I don't know any other studios which are so attractive to people, and everybody comes there also. So I don't know if they come for me or for the soup of my wife. I don't know, but they come. But it also makes me lazy. So once in a while I have to go out, and sometimes I build my studio on other locations. So and then something else happens. Then it comes kind of machine that is put in a situation, and people come and sit, and they don't know anything about me, and I have to be more curious to them than they are to me, because I'm just a guy who presses the button, and so there is a big difference. I don't look at the persons as if they're famous or if they are very intellectual or writers, or you know. I photographed very famous writers, and when I was young, it made me very nervous, because I thought, oh gosh, now I have to make a conversation with this guy, and I read all his books, you know, but that doesn't work. So I learned to peel everything I know about the person. I peel it off, and then I look, and then I think, okay, well, is this going to be a portrait for me or not? It has something to do with my memory and my curiosity. It has nothing to do with the person, maybe. It's more about my relation with the picture. A good portrait doesn't have to explain anything. You know, it's better if you don't know, if you can't find out. Now that are revealing the soul and things like that, and the eyes are the mirror of the soul, that's all kind of portrait crap, portrait maker crap. And it's a picture, and it's about a surface. I think I'm a very Dutch artist, and the Dutch portrait painters like Frans Hals. If I look at it now, I still see that it's very important for photography, because they were portrait painters, Frans Hals and Rembrandt. And if you look very close, it looks like if they had a shutter in their eye. It was like they were made by a photographer. They could freeze time. I've been a photographer for 40 years, and he's 19 now. So I don't know how our relationship would have been if I would not photograph him. And I don't know if I would have more attention for him if I would not photograph him, or less attention. So I really don't know. I always have my cameras around, and sometimes I want to try something, and then I say, hey, I want to try something, sit over there, and then he sat down. And when we were on my island, I said, hey, jump in the water, I want to take a picture, and then he jumped in the water. So it was very playful always, and like a kind of experiment. You want to keep the memory. You want to think of him swimming in the lake while he is working on his career.